Wednesday, June 14th, 2023. And for it being June, seems like it's not June, weather-wise, right?
Yeah, because it's so nice out and it's
Right?
not like so hot.
Did you say,
It's
Rich,
pretty nice.
it's like the coolest or coldest June?
Yeah, the coolest June in like decades in Arizona. Isn't that crazy? It feels like I keep on waiting to walk out into the wall of oven heat, and I haven't had that
Oh,
yet.
it's not bad. I like it.
It feels good when
I
you
really
walk
like
out.
it, yeah. So somebody asked me to do a favor for them the other day, right? And it was a favor that after I let it sink in, I said, sure, right? And after I let it sink in, I kind of felt cool about it. I felt like it was, this is maybe going to sound strange, and I sometimes say strange stuff, but I kind of felt honored. And what they asked me to do was if they could use me as a reference to get an apartment. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Right.
that's cool.
Yeah. So it was my trainer, Chris. He graduated from Purdue. He's 32 years old, and he's a really buttoned down guy, really professional, and has a very large vocabulary. He uses words like edification, arbitrary, right? Like if I'm like, why'd you pick that band to stretch out? Just an arbitrary band? I'm like, why don't you say random? Like, don't use arbitrary with me. That's like bring down your intelligence level.
I've had to do that for years.
Yeah, I know. But he's a really smart guy, right? So he says to me, I'm trying to get an apartment. Can I use you as a reference? And I was like, yeah, sure, man. This is all text. And then like later, I kind of like walked around, like my chest kind of puffy, like, that's all right, man. I'm a reference.
Waiting for the call, waiting for them to reach out.
Yeah, man. Of course, certainly. Oh, you're using Johnjay from the radio station? And I was kind of like, that's how I thought, right? So a couple days go by yesterday, I said to him, hey, so what's up? When are you moving in the apartment? He goes, oh, I got declined. And I'm like, what? Did you not use me as a reference? And he goes, yeah, I did. And I'm like, dang, I just got so like,
So I wonder if he was holding
defeated.
you accountable. Maybe he's thinking in the back of his head they called you and you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This guy uses big words.
Yeah, he's like, what did you say?
Right.
So I took it personal. And he goes, well, the guy that has the apartment is an older guy. He's lived there for however long. I would be the first person ever to rent his place. And I have a cat, and he didn't want a cat.
Oh.
Right? So then I was like, oh, okay, good, thank God. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on there and find you an apartment. Like, I'm going to, like, my references. So where do you want to live? So he wants to live 10 minutes from where he works. He wants to live, like, west of the 51 freeway.
Okay.
And he wants to spend about $2,000 a month. So if you have an apartment or house or something like that, shoot me a message because I want to be like, dude, I got you this mansion. I got you this mansion for $2,000 a month.
You are going well above and beyond a normal reference.
Yes, exactly. Because I really like was bothered that he didn't get it. And I almost want to be like, give me the guy's number and let me call the guy. Like I was obsessed with this one apartment. And he's like, no, I have a real estate agent and she's taking me around looking for apartments. Because he lives really far away from where he works. So he wants to within 15 minutes.
I feel like that part of 51, there's a ton of new apartments that just opened up, too.
Well, he's got a real estate agent, but I'm like, you don't need an apartment. Johnjay apartment hunter for you. So he wants he works off of Lincoln, which becomes Glendale Avenue if you follow it. And anyway, if you have an apartment or a house or a townhome and you want to rent it, like a 2-bedroom, because I think he wants a roommate. But he's like, I would rent to him. Like he's really buttoned down. He's never home.
Oh, that's good, too.
Right.
So you have a client or a renter that's never there, but they pay you money?
Yeah.
What else did you
and
want?
he has a cat, and he spends probably most of the time at his girlfriend's house. So shoot me a message, 877-937-1047. If you're willing to rent, I will be his reference. Of course, if he defaults on payment, I'm not responsible. Is that what that means when you're a reference? If you don't have,
Yeah, you don't have to pay. I mean, if you co-sign the lease, then
co-sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to co-sign.
No, you're just saying, he's a good guy. You should rent to him. That's all you're saying.
Yeah. Peyton, what's the latest with you in the infrared thing?
So I realized yesterday when I went to go and play pickup with my high school girls that I wasn't really sore, but I was sore, but not like super sore. So I think that the science with the infrared really works. Like I'm sold.
Yes, because you did an hour class in an infrared room, right?
Yeah, and like they basically say like the heat is supposed to help with your recovery time. And so I was like, I definitely feel the burn. So I know I worked out, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, I can't walk.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm going to this infrared sauna, right? And I've gone 3 days now. I've gone 3 days, 2 days in a row. I think a total of 4 days, maybe. And I'm watching my sleep on this Aura ring, and I get the same amount of sleep. But since I've done the sauna, I'm getting better sleep, deeper sleep, and REM sleep. So I'm going to try it again today. And I really want to try it on the weekend when I don't have to get up early.
Oh, that's
And
great.
I want to